Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PWR hashtag Hot Tag, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about the trending topic of the week. Today's professional wrestling on Twitter. Damian Nelson along with the lovely Linda Kay, our social media diva, and that guy, David Hero. Let's cut right down to the chase. This week we're talking about The Undertaker. A lot of discussion all week long about the dead man as he returned and a surprise appearance to a WWE house show in Waco, Texas last weekend. Lots of discussion about whether this was the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do. Let's hear it from the PWR team. Let's hear it from y'all as to your thoughts on this surprise return of The Undertaker.
Because it's from Waco, Texas, you got to do
Waco.
Like y'all.
Waco.
Okay.
WACO.
Is it
Koresh,
Waco?
Branch Davidians,
Koresh?
all that stuff.
Waco?
Yeah, I thought it was Waco.
Time's a ticking.
Well, why don't you start, Linda? Give
Of
your
course.
take on take.
Why don't look, go ahead, Linda.
I think it was great. I mean, this is the road to WrestleMania. Times for unexpected things to happen.
Yeah.
Totally got the IWC road. I mean, like, all the tweets are like, oh, Taker's here. And, you know, everybody expected him to be at Raw on Monday. And was he?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we were at the Tales from the Ring at Potawatomi Casino with the three Hall of Famers. And when the tweets were coming in about, oh my God, Undertaker is at the Waco, Texas house show, and you show the picture of him walking up the stairs and, you know, trying to get himself ready in ring form, and it was well done. Tease it. Slowly get it out there. The returns. Much like when Undertaker disappeared for a while and they brought back the fake when it was the search for the Undertaker. That's what they're going to slowly
United
do.
Center, 1994, Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, and
you know, that was the first event in the United Center, I believe. I think that was the opening event, SummerSlam 94.
Well, and that's what they got to do. They got to slowly bring him back. You just can't pop him back on Raw like that and, you know, dim the lights and there he is in the middle of the ring. Lay the groundwork. Be secretive. Be mysterious. That's what The Undertaker is. So when he does come back, there is a nice slow build. So when he's there, there's anticipation.
Speaking of anticipation, a lot of people saying WWE was brilliant in building anticipation for Monday night's Raw, where it was a clear, foregone conclusion, at least amongst the IWC, that The Undertaker would return. Let's go to a couple of tweets that happened over the course of the last week. This one comes from a user by the name of, or a Twitter by the name of @IamKelseyX, who says, if Undertaker doesn't return on Raw this coming Monday after showing up at a house show, then that will be the biggest disappointment ever.
Linda,
was it the biggest disappointment ever, Linda?
Not at all. There's still a couple of weeks going into WrestleMania. We got to build that. You know, if it's him and Punk, Punk put a lot, you know, on Monday to really lay the ground down for this potential match. And, you know, I did expect the Undertaker to be there. I'm not going to lie. I was one that expected.
Were you
him there.
disappointed?
No.
Was it a big disappointment?
No.
David Hero, was it a disappointment on Monday night?
No, not at all, because you had Brock Lesnar and Triple H and Vince McMahon, and then you had the big main event and all the other stars on the Raw brand and some of the SmackDown stars. If Undertaker's there, who gets left out? Who are we not now talking about? Well done.
Well, The Undertaker will no doubt, in my opinion, be a part of WrestleMania 29. And I will say this, if his opponent, as you said, Linda, is indeed CM Punk at WrestleMania 29, I hereby state and declare, as the winner of the 2011 and coming up the 2012 PWR draft, that The Undertaker will lose his match at WrestleMania this year. I think that the streak will be over, and I am even more convinced that it will be over if it is CM Punk versus The Undertaker. CM Punk will, if he wrestles him, defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, and the streak will be dead. Done. It's Undertaker's going to say it's his last match, so you still get, much like when Shawn Michaels lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania 26, he's still left getting the glory. Undertaker says, this is it. This is my final match.
It will not be to CM Punk.
Undertaker, you care to make it interesting?
Absolutely. We got a couple weeks to be creative, so you.
It's going to take you longer than a couple of weeks to be creative. Linda, your thoughts? I guarantee
I think you're delusional.
CM Punk will defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania if that match happens.
Damien, I think I'm going to disagree with you on this one. I think.
Oh, that's fine. You all stay over there on your little island, and when I'm right, just make sure you're ready to tell me I was.
Well, if this streak was to end, it'd be to no one else but John Cena.
Absolutely. John Cena is the only guy in the company that will end that streak.
Why?
He's the only one worthy.
Why?
Only one worthy.
Okay, what does it get Cena? Nothing. What does it get Punk? Everything.
I don't know if Undertaker respects CM Punk enough.
When are they going to have a match? When is Cena and Punk and Taker going to have a match
Maybe
at WrestleMania?
next year.
Undertaker is not wrestling after this WrestleMania.
How do you know
He's
that?
done. I know these things. He's done.
WrestleMania 30
He's done.
in the Superdome?
He can barely
One
wrestle
more
this match.
in New Orleans.
Let's be honest. We know the Undertaker's had surgeries. We know he's got a bad shoulder. He's got a bad leg. This is it. This is his last matchup at Mania. He will lose to CM Punk.
There's
the streak will be
no
preserved.
way.
And everyone in MetLife Stadium, all 90,000 of them, are going to cheer the Undertaker up the ramp and off. He needs a send-off. He needs a
The
send-off.
crowd will boo if Undertaker loses.
No, they won't. And if they do, great. CM Punk's that much greater of a heel.
No.
Look, if you all just sit back and take your
real
emotions
heat.
out of it
It's
and
going to
think
be
about
real
it.
heat.
Great.
It's not going to be boo babyface and cheer, or boo the heel, cheer babyface. They'll be like, wow, that absolutely sucks.
A lot of discussion going on the internet about The Undertaker's imminent return to WWE broadcasting. Do we see The Undertaker this Monday night on Raw, Dave Hero?
Yes.
Linda Kay.
Yes, old school
Whoa,
Raw.
whoa, 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 whoa. It is old school. Well, they might not need him now. They might tease something.
They got a week to above buffer now.
They do. Absolutely.
Talk about old school. Well, it was old school Wednesday night on the Pro Wrestling Report prime time as Mean Gene Okerlund joined us live here in the studio. And coming up Saturday night, it's part 2 of that interview with Mean Gene Okerlund right here in this very studio. And also Saturday night, we're giving away tickets to WWE SmackDown at the Bradley Center. Every 5 minutes, somebody wins 2 tickets to that and GLCW 2 Suite with Big Sexy Kevin Nash on March 8th. It's another My Wrestling Weekend. So that's this week's hot tag. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, at PWR Show on Twitter. Again, that's at PWR Show on Twitter. And you never know, what topic you start might be the topic of next week's edition of this very program. So for that one and Linda Kay, this is Damian Nelson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night on Primetime.